What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. Today I'll be telling you everything about this 2023 Chevy Suburban Premier 4x4, and don't worry, it's loaded with features. First off, I went ahead and remote started it, so you can go ahead and do that with the key fob. But let's go ahead and hop inside and take it for a look. First up on the door handle, you're going to go ahead and notice your keyless entry, so you can go ahead and unlock the vehicle with just one press of a button. You have this nice startup menu. You can go ahead and have it from the instrumental panel to your center screen. Nice and cool setup. Once it's done doing that, we can go ahead and press our engine start stop button and fully turn on the vehicle. Since I just remote started it, it just started up the engine, not the whole vehicle. But overall, a nice, clean instrumental panel and area. Let's go ahead and take a look at the miles. This Suburban has 35,000 miles. But let's go ahead and take a look to our right. We'll go back to our instrumental panel and I'll show you everything about that. Right here, you have your center screen, which is touchscreen, as well as you have your manual buttons down below. Up on the screen, you can have your maps and audio, but if we go ahead and take a look at your real audio and apps, you can go ahead and see that you have FM and AM radio, as well as Amazon Alexa right here, as well as you have the Play Store, which you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Bluetooth audio. Nice and convenient, as well as you do have your audio volume down here, as well as you do have your Google Podcast as an option to listen to. And then all of this is nice and convenient to adjust and set to your liking. We go ahead and take a look at your maps. You have your Google Maps. You can go ahead and set up a profile, so you can go ahead and use that, get a destination, and get there safely. And like I mentioned, you have Bluetooth audio. You can go ahead and connect a phone right here with Bluetooth audio. Nice and convenient. But nice and simple. You also have Google Assistant for any of your needs. But if we go ahead and hop over to camera, you have your hitch mode as well as your parking lines for assistance. We can go ahead and take a look at your parking camera in reverse. You have your sonar here. You can go ahead and see how close you are to the objects in front of you or behind you. But go ahead and take a look at the center screen as well. It will let you know that you're getting extremely close, and it even has moments on the seat where you can go ahead and tell you that you are close to an object. But moving on from that, we can go ahead and put it back into park. Right here, you have adjustable vents, as well as your climate controls up on the screen. You can go ahead and adjust things for the front and rear up above here, as well as you have it down here as your manual controls. You of course have all of your modes and AC, everything that you would need for that, as well as with your seats, you have ventilated and heated seats. You can go ahead and have just the upper area or both the upper and down area for heated, as well as you have ventilated for up top. You have all of that for both the driver and passenger, as well as the back seats are heated, but we'll go ahead and take a look at that in a second. But if we go ahead and take a look up here, you have your hazard lights. You can go ahead and turn on in case of emergency. And then up above that, you have a little area, a little cubby. So you can go ahead and store extra keys. Overall, a nice little added cubby that you can have and open and close. Over here, you have your gear shift, which is buttons. And then down below here, moving on, we have your charging ports. You have a couple charging ports as well as a wireless charging pad to charge up your devices. Moving on from that, you have some cup holders, and then you have your center console. You got to open up the center console for some storage, a nice amount of area. You can go ahead and store things in, as well as it has a little bit of a hidden feature where you can go ahead and up here, move the center console back for some hidden storage. So once it's nice and back, you can keep it like that, and you can go ahead and open up this little hidden storage, keep other things in there. And then if you don't want it back so far and you want the armrest forward, you can go ahead and put it back up with just one press of the button. Nice and convenient. And another thing up here is that you can actually put down the third row seats. So you can go ahead and easily put down the third row seats, as well as you can go ahead and put them back up. Automatic seats, nice and convenient feature. And then you have your trunk open max, as well as of course your lights. But let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel. Over here on the right, you have your volume controls behind the steering wheel, as well as in front of the steering wheel, you have your hands-free calling and voice commands.
You need a data plan from your vehicle manufacturer.
It'll let you know that you need a profile to use that. Then you also have your instrumental panel settings, which of course have your settings, and then your navigation, options, music, and phone. But that's pretty much the gist for that side. We can go ahead and take a look on the left-hand side. You have a heated steering wheel, nice and convenient, and go ahead and turn that on and off to your liking, as well as you have your pre-collision alerts. You can go ahead and adjust the gap of how close or how far you are, as of course up above here, up on the dash is where it will let you know if you are close to something for pre-collision. Then you have, of course, your regular cruise control settings. Behind here you have your windshield wiper settings for both the front and rear windshield wiper. Now if we take a look over to the left, don't worry, this looks like a lot, but it's not that much. You have your parking brake, your lane keep, parking sensors, and of course your traction control, hill assist, and your auto on and off stop. Then down below here, you just have your drive modes and all-wheel drive things. So actually up on the dash, it'll let you know what area you are in. You can do trail, off-road, hauling, sports, as well as normal. Then of course you have your four-wheel drive high, four-wheel drive low, and two-wheel drive. And then next to that, you have your exterior and interior lighting settings. Nice and simple, right? Moving on from that, you have your door panel, which you have your memory seats, as well as your door controls, window controls, and mirror controls. Nice and convenient, as well as you do have the option to go ahead and have electronic fold mirrors. So you can go ahead and easily fold them in and fold them out to your liking. When parking on the street, keep it nice and safe. Let's go ahead and unlock the vehicle and take a look from the outside. One last thing is your key fob, and like I mentioned, you have remote start, your trunk release, as well as of course your lock and unlock. Taking a look from the outside, you have black leather seating that is nice and comfy, as well as automatic seats, so you can go ahead and move them with ease back and forth. But I think that's pretty much the gist for up front here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats. On the door panel here, you have keyless entry as well. And of course you have your window controls, lock and unlock. You have lots of room. Go ahead and take a look at the back of the center console. You have your charging ports, as well as your heated seats for the captain seatings. You can go ahead and adjust your climate controls when it's available. Right now it's locked up front, so we would have to go ahead and unlock that to use that, but that's okay. Underneath here is another charging port, and pretty much that's the gist, but it's a nice convenient area. If we go ahead and take a look at the second row here, we can go ahead and put this forward and backwards nice and easy, as well as you have adjustable armrests, so you can go ahead and put up and down, nice and easy fold. And one more thing is right behind the seatbelt here, you have a button where it go ahead and lifts up the whole seat for you, so you can have access to the third row. Back here you have some charging ports, some cup holders, everything like that, as well as overall a great amount of space for a third row. Let's go ahead and put this second row back down, and overall a great space. Let's go ahead and check out the trunk area. You can go ahead and press the button underneath and it'll automatically open up for you, as well as you do have a unlock for your trunk on your key fob. Similar to the front, you can go ahead and put down the third row seats automatically by putting them up or down with those buttons on the right hand side. But overall, a great amount of cargo space, and even under this divider you have some tools in case of any emergency, a little bit of storage, but overall a good amount of storage with the third row still up. You have a charging port over here on the side, as well as you can even put them in the second row seats as well. Nice and convenient to go ahead and put that down, so you have a flat storage all the way from the trunk all the way to the front. but overall nice and convenient and a good amount of clean area. So let's go ahead and hit the button right here and it will automatically close for you. But I think that's pretty much the gist that I have for this 2023 Chevy Suburban. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call 717-733-8985, or you can always stop in for a visit. But thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.